You may have heard about the Chinese balloon that's over American airspace. Where is it and where is it heading next? Well, a couple things. According to CBS, it is floating about 60,000 feet above mean sea level. So that's about 20,000 feet above where airliners tend to fly, about 40,000 when they're going from continent to continent. And throughout Friday afternoon and evening, it's been sitting over Missouri. Right around lunchtime, it was closer to Kansas City. Now it's drifting close to St. Louis. It is moving towards the south and east. And according to the Chinese, they say that this thing has very limited maneuvering capabilities. It's basically at the mercy of the wind, according to their government officials. So if that's the case, this thing will continue to move just where the wind is blowing. Right now, about 40 to 50 miles per hour out of the northwest, about west-northwest. So where does that take it? And at 40 to 50 miles per hour? Well, by about midnight tonight, it should be over southern Kentucky, northeastern Tennessee, just in the northeastern sky of Nashville. By Saturday around lunchtime, it should just be off the coast. You see this model here. It's very similar to the spaghetti trajectory models that you would see on a hurricane. This is the high split model according with NOAA that we went ahead and ran a little bit earlier. We decided to use the GFS model, but we put it at 60,000 feet and we got about 24 different solutions. But you can see they're all pretty much the same, going right over the northern fringes of South Carolina or pretty much staying in North Carolina throughout Saturday morning and getting off the coast right around lunchtime on Saturday Eastern time, right around noon or so. We usually use models like these when we're talking about volcanic ash. For example, you put the ash in out of a volcano, where it's going to go next, because we want to make sure airplanes stay out of it. Sometimes even on the outskirts of the main plume, the dark plume that you would see, you don't want to fly in that either on the outskirts too, where it looks clear, because there could be particulates that you don't quite see. So we use this to keep airliners safe. You don't want those pollutants getting into the engine and causing a bigger problem. Here's another way to look at it. So we went ahead and took those trajectories, made this red line of where it's possibly going. This evening, right around sunset in Central Time, there in Missouri, just east of Kansas City, very close to the Lake of the Ozarks, passing just south of St. Louis. By about midnight tonight, it should be somewhere in northeastern Tennessee, crossing in from Kentucky. There's Nashville, so it should be just north and east of Nashville, and then coming off the Carolina coast by about 12 p.m. on Saturday. We'll continue to watch, see if the winds stay at that speed. There's not going to be a huge change in the jet stream, and we're talking stratosphere. That's a little bit even outside of generally where we track weather. We usually track it just up to about 40,000 feet. That's where weather takes place. So this is even higher than you would get one of those cumulonimbus clouds. So the winds at the stratosphere are a little bit more consistent. So it does seem like by about lunchtime Saturday, it should be just off the U.S. coast.